it away to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Presley. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Caught on the outside. It's Ford. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. For Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. The Cowboys will have to kick it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. And he doesn't feel it. Other returner lost the ball. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Woo, he catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And they've got him.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
On third down, it's a handoff. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. Receiver makes the catch. Will he score here? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. On the ground, it's Barnes. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Running with purpose. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Arnold. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
It's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble.
I get being upset at the ball care for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The back's got it. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense operating from the pistol. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Over the middle and incomplete.
It leads to second down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Sooners are on the move here.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's that defense shifting again. Toss play to the running back going left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The attempt is no good. We missed it. And the game's still tied here in the first quarter. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score tied 7-7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And they'll run it with the draw play. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Bowman. He pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
It's second down after that completion. Handoff in a single back formation. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff heading left. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here?
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. And they keep it going. To hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I love watching these linebackers fly around, doing a good job of reading their keys. Saw the guard pulling, shot through that A-gap, was able to blow this play up.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. To the air, it's Bowman. And he slings this pass over the middle. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Running out of time in the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Goes incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
2nd down after the incompletion. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Burks. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running with purpose.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Bowman. Got him, he's sacked.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pressure is coming. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down play coming up. A quick throw out left, complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Presley. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. To throw, it's Bowman. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
An important third down attempt for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Bringing pressure. Grab down the middle. It's 4. They bring it down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid game. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down.
29 Philly.
Dropping back. It's Bowman. Pass is incomplete. He caught it, but couldn't get his feet down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the wideout goes in motion. Second down. We're going to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And so the first half comes to a close. We'll take a break here in the booth and head over to our halftime show. And the Cowboys will kick this away to get the second half going. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Sooners offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with a running play. Nowhere to run up the middle.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a gap. It's Sawchuk. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Looking to pass. It's Arnold. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Second and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Sooners will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Scanning the field. It's Bowman. Lets it go quickly. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Wow, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Football comes out. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incompletion sets up a second down. On the ground, it's Barnes. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll hand it off. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the Sooners bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Number 5.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
14.
Bringing it out, it's Presley. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Some hard running there through a tackle.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Important second down play coming up. The linebacker shifting around now. He'll ride the back again here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. A big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Cowboys begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bowman. The pocket breaking down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Ball handed off. They bring it down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Running back has it on a screen now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Defense creates a big turnover, and that'll end the quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 42, Oklahoma State 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
But the play loses yardage. A very tough second down coming up now.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
Now it's second down here. using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Dropping back, it's Bowman. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Handoff running right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Handoff as he try to work the clock here. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 ready.
Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
To throw, it's Bowman. The pass rush closing in. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13.
Come on, set.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
42 Spider. Ready.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this one.
And they tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. And the offense just takes a knee here. First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Well, so much emotion coming into this game. Always tough to lose to your rival and know the other side's going to have bragging rights now.
Yeah, this one hurts. This one hurts. These are the losses that cut a little deeper because of the bad blood between the two teams.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.